Hello all. Welcome to the end of November. I cannot even believe it. It is November 30th. It is the final evening before Advent starts, and I could not be more excited. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sarah, coming to you from Northeast Ohio, and I wanted to pop on and let you all know if I successfully cleared my needles for Advent. I was in quite a little rush to get some things done so that my intention was to be able to solely focus on my Advent knitting for the month of December. I just kind of wanted to chill out with knits for other people or knitting plans and really focus on the Advent calendars I bought. I've never purchased Advent calendars before, so I was really looking forward to this season. I did go very bananas and I bought 3 different Advents, all with different purposes. I will talk about those again quickly in just a minute. But the big question, did I clear my needles? It has been 1 week since I was last with you all, and the answer is kind of. I'm really proud at the progress that I was able to make this past week, and I think I'm in a pretty good spot, so I'm definitely not disappointed. So let me just jump right in and let you guys know what I finished and maybe what I didn't. First off, I did show these last week. These are the mountain socks. They're a free pattern by Rachel Nutting. They are a great pattern. They're textured. They're, I would say they're totally beginner friendly. Oh, you know what? I meant to get sock blockers. One moment. Just so much easier to show socks on these little blockers. So anyway, it's a really super beginner friendly pattern. I showed the yarn last time. I'm not going to bring out the yarn band again, but this is how they ended up. Unfortunately, because of the marling of the yarn, you really can't see the texture, but it's a seersucker pattern, if you're familiar with that. So it's almost like a diamond, like a puffy diamond, I would say, shape. But I really like them. These are a pretty woolly yarn. Well, forget it. I'll just bring out the yarn band. I just didn't want to because I can't say the yarn. But I do still have quite a bit left over too, which is nice. I might be able to squeeze a pair out for my my youngest kiddo here. So this is the yarn. It is not in English, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it. And this is the color. Can you see that? Ugh, there we go. So it's a woolly yarn. It's like a, what is that? I always forget the name of it. Like a rustic yarn. Like if you've used, what's that other brand of yarn that I love that knits up like in a pattern and it tells you, I'm blanking on it, Regia. It's like that, if you're familiar with that brand of yarn. But I really love these. I can't wait to wear them. I just need to weigh them really quick. I've been trying to keep better track of my details and stuff on Ravelry. And plus I do have a yearly goal of knitting both a certain number of grams and a certain number of projects. So I have been trying to keep better updated with that. But anyway, these are done, good, and they're about to go on my feet next week. For sure. And then this little finished object has been started and finished since the last episode. This was completely unplanned. I made my son a pair of Christmas socks. How cute are these little guys? Look at these little feet. Oh wait, I brought a sock blocker for these too. So I have been doing pretty good not buying like a ton of yarn because I literally just don't need it. But then I got FOMO because the crazy sock lady ordered a bunch of Knit Picks Felici, I think that's what it's called, in some new like colorways, and I really like that yarn. And there was like a Christmas one, and I actually I only have 1 pair of knit Christmas socks for some weird crazy reason. So I bought this yarn for me, but then my son saw it, and I mean, I can't say no to him. So these are This is the Knitpicks Felici. The colorway is Buddy, I believe. And then I used for the contrasting, I used the fingering Stroll, which is a favorite of mine to use in the colorway Everglade Heather. So those are done. I don't know. I bought 2. They're only 50-gram balls, so I bought 2 of every color. I'll show you the other colors in a minute, but I don't know exactly how much is going to be left for my socks, but I'll weigh them and all that and figure it out. I might just have to make like shorter socks than I normally do. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do them at all this season, since tomorrow starts Advent and I have a whole slew of other plans. So to finished objects, so most of my knitting needles are now clear. I have most of my knitting needles are clear. This is the project that I'm not sure what we're going to do with. So these are my Felicini, is that how you say that? These are Knitpick as well. This is older, I believe it's discontinued, in the colorway Produce aisle. These are the ones that I had started quite a while ago, and then they were just a bit too tight, so I restarted them, and now they're a little bit too loose, but whatever. So I have not made it very far because my son's Christmas socks ended up kind of taking priority. I was right here last time. I was just at the beginning of the heel flap and gusset. So I'm now through that and through the gusset and just onto the foot. So easy knitting. I was really hoping to get at least just one sock of the pair done because I want these needles. So I'm going to see how far. These really are big. I'm debating on maybe if I should just make them longer for my husband. I feel like he might like these. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't really know what's happening with these. I think I was going to work on them a little bit more tonight. Although it's already pretty late. I think it's like 8:30 at night. But I think I might just put them on some DPNs or barber cord and just tuck them away until after Advent. Because I don't know. There's no rush. But I do need these needles. So those are going to get put away, which is why I said I didn't get all my needles cleared, but that's okay. It's fine. I made the other socks, so I sacrificed my own, and that's okay. And then the only other thing that I do have left to finish is the mittens that I had started a few times over that are going to be a gift knit. So these, I'm using leftovers from my Moby sweater, which is everyone's probably tired of hearing about this. The Respun, Lion Brand Respun is 100% polyester. This is labeled as an Aran weight, but it's like totally not. Is it Aran weight or worsted? Oh, it's a 4. So it's like a worsted weight, but it's like, I guess worsted is fair. Anyway, it's in the colorway Alpine. So I am making a pair of mittens for a gift, and excuse me. I talked about these last week. I started with the Severnside mitts, which I'll put a picture of. They're beautiful, but the pattern was just like way too over my head for the headspace I was in at the time. So I ended up finding a free pattern called, because I'm not going to try to say this, called this. And these were a beautiful, like 3 cabled, and I loved them very much. So I actually finished one of them. And of course, these are not blocked and like dried, so they look super, actually, I'll just put it on. They look super small. Let me take my rings off really quick. So I got one done and I went to go start the second one, and I didn't like them, but now I do kind of like them. I don't know. So they turned out really cute. I mean, that's like for sure. Like I like them a lot, and I really, really liked the thumb work on this. I've only done like one other pair of mittens, but between this and what I'm about to show you, I really like this mitt better. It's made with like make ones going up the side here, and it's just a really nice fit. But I ended up, oh my gosh, excuse me. I don't know. I get so worried for gift knits, and I shouldn't, but I just felt like they were thin, like a little thin. But I guess in hindsight, like thin mitts have a purpose in life too. Like they're easier to grab things. But the person that I'm making these for live in a really cold climate, so I just didn't like, I don't know why I didn't just make the other one. I have one done. excuse me. So I gave up on these, but I really, really like the pattern, and the pattern was super easy to follow. I did have to increase the size a little bit though from the pattern. Like I just added some extra stitches and kind of fudged the numbers around a bit to make them a little bit bigger, which I'm never going to complain about sizing on a free pattern. So that's that. So then what ended up happening is I said why I didn't like them already. Sorry. I'm a little unprepared for this, and it's like so later than I normally record. So then let me keep my gloves, my ring off so I can try this on. So then I ended up finding another pattern for a thicker yarn, because I decided what I wanted to do is hold 2 strands together. So I ended up finding another free pattern called the Tiilda Mittens, and I have one of those done. Kind of the same thing, but well, not really. So it's like more of like a braided cable, and then I don't really know what kind of cables these are on the side. But so this is doubled, so it's definitely thicker, but I also feel like maybe it's a little bit shorter, like on my hand. And I really don't like the thumb. The thumb's just one of those ones that you just like leave, you just don't, I don't know, I just feel like it like pulls right there, different than when you do the make ones. Now that I'm looking at these, I really don't like them. I really like these other ones better. Oh boy. So I have 2 left mittens done, which I do really like these ones. Ugh, I don't know what to do. So because I'm a little frustrated with them, I'm just like not doing anything yet, and I will figure it out. The reason that I really like the Tiilda mitts though is because she has a free hat pattern too. So I thought if I did get these done in a decent amount of time and I had enough yarn left over, that I could make the hat, and then it would just be nice to have like a hat and mitten set. But I don't know what I'm doing, and now I just care about Advent. So I'm not sure. These are not on hold because they do need to get done. But yeah, these are like way shorter. Like, why are these so much shorter? Look at that. I wonder if I can stretch that out in blocking. I also don't know what kind of hand this person has, so like I don't want to like, I think I don't like these guys. I think I like them, but I think they need to be, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm starting over, and I'm going to combine both patterns, and I'm going to make these, but make them longer, and use make ones instead of just the circle and picking up stitches. Do we think I'm smart enough to do this? I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to write it out first instead of just like guessing. So I think what I'll do is follow the cable. I don't know why I'm talking about this on here. This doesn't matter. I'm going to follow the cable charting for this with the numbers for this, but follow the thumb for this. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. That's what I'm going to do because I like it, and I would really like to make the Tiilda hat also. So let's see what's next. What's next? Oh, that's it. Oh my God. That's it. So really, in hindsight, everything's good. I'm going to just put the vanilla socks that I have on hold for a minute. That's fine. They can wait till after Advent season. I don't need them for any reason at all. And then I am going to finish the mitts. I have to. It's a gift knit that I really truly want to like give. So I think now we can just talk about yarn that I bought. Actually, let's talk about Advent really, really fast. So if you've been around, you've heard this already like 5,000 times. That I have the Homespun House. It's 4 sock sets, one you open every Sunday up until Christmas. So I'm super excited to open that tomorrow. My plan for all of those socks is to do some kind of textured, patterned sock. I don't know what yet. I kind of want to see what the colorways look like and then pick something. I have Summer Lee, her new book that I'd really like to use. I also have the book, The 52 Weeks of Socks, that I can use, and I also have a slew of patterns that I purchased like over the years. So I am going to do textured socks for sure with that. And then I also bought the Freckled Whimsy socks that are, I can't remember if it's 12 or 24 stripes, but it's a stripe a day, so it must be 24 stripes. I am going to do 2 at a time. Wait, what is it? 2 at a time on Magic Loop on the same needle, which I know last week I was just like yabbing on about how I don't like that, and I truly don't, but because they're stripes, I just want them to be as precise as possible. And I believe, I guess that might be a tomorrow decision too, because I believe they come in 2 different balls, so like I can do them at a time. I don't think I have to wind them and do them. I think they come pre-done, but I've never bought her advents before, but I'm almost certain that I'm getting like 2 50 grams and then I think a contrast, but I bought it so long ago I don't remember. So if they do come already split, I'm going to do 2 at a time on the same needle just for consistency and so that everything stays as precise as possible. So that's going to be my plan for that. So those are just going to be vanilla stripe socks, which is why I want to do my Homespun House socks, textured socks, just to have some, some variety. And then with my Hue Loco advent, which is my big advent, I'm going to do the Anthology throw, which somebody else on here is doing too, and I'm super excited to chat about that. So that's my plan for that. I do still have to I kind of have a lot to do tonight. I have to get all of my advents out and find baskets and stuff for them. And I had never made sure I had the needles for the Anthology throw, which I'm sure I do. I just have to get them together. And then I still also have to buy the pattern and get it printed. So I kind of have a lot to do to prep for Advent tomorrow. I am doing Vlogmas and I'm super excited about it. I'm really glad that the first is on a Sunday just so it can be more of a chill, getting back into the groove of Vlogmas kind of day. And we don't really have any thing major planned. I just have to go to the grocery store and do house stuff, and then I do want to finish getting decorated for Christmas. We got our tree up earlier this week, and I do want to just get the rest of it done just so it's done, because it's already December 1st tomorrow. So those are my plans for tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some decorating done tonight too, just so I have lots and lots of free knitting time tomorrow, because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So lastly, let's just talk quickly about some yarn that I bought. I did get this last week and I completely forgot to show it, or I had it for last week's episode, I should say. This is not gonna work. But several weeks ago I had talked about the lemonade shop. She was doing not a charity thing, but her dad needed some financial help. So she was dyeing a skein, and it was going to be a mystery skein. It was just called Grumpy. That's all we knew. And so I had purchased it and I got it, and I'm obsessed with it. It's I don't know, to me, it just really embraces the word grumpy. So this is her little tag. I've never purchased yarn from her before either, so I'm pretty excited about that. Oop, wrong way. I've followed her on Instagram for a super long time, so I'm excited to have this yarn. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It'll probably just be socks, maybe a Musselburgh hat. Maybe this will be my second Musselburgh, because I do have a camel colored winter coat. I don't know, we'll see what happens with it, but I do really like it a lot, and I'm excited to have it in my stash. And then I did just buy a few more what's the sock yarn I was just talking about? Felici from Lion Brand, or Knit Picks. Hold on, let me get it all out. Okay. Felici, yes. Okay, so I bought 2 balls of SWAK. I forgot what that stands for, but it's perfect for Valentine's Day. So I figured by the time all my advent was done, I thought maybe in January I might be a little sick of doing socks because of all the plans I have for socks. So I thought maybe of taking January off of socks and doing just some other knitting, and then this would be perfect to pick up in February. And it's just so cute. I just love striped socks so much. And then I also got, I know this is a little post season, but I got I got Sanderson, I'm a huge sucker for Hocus Pocus. So these will go away. I'll probably bring these back out maybe at the end of summer for fall time. The problem is like I don't get, and I'm not the only one, but I don't get motivated to like make seasonal things until I'm like already in that season, and then by then you're too late, right? Like you have to really do things a season ahead. So I want to be smarter about that next year. So these are just gonna get tucked away. I just wanted to get them because I did hear that that they like sell out of stuff and have like new colorways all the time. So I didn't want to miss out on those. And then I got these are called ribbon candy, which I just had to get for nostalgia reasons. Ribbon candy was like a really big thing with my mom and I at Christmas time. So it just, you know, more of like a nostalgia memory thing. And then that's not it, folks. Because Sarah does not do things small. These are the last ones. I got these in Frankie. So I saw the Kayla, the crazy sock lady. She got something just a bit brighter called Lisa, and then these ones are called Frankie. I am not like a super, these are more my colors. Not even actually, these are pretty bright for me, but socks I don't care much about. But the Lisa were really cute too, and I was gonna get those, but they were sold out by the time I got on Knitpicks. So I got these, and I really like this color in person a lot. It's really fun. So I got that. And then when I was checking out, I was like, why is my total so much? What is going on? There was yarn still in my cart from like a different sale or like a different idea of a project, and I honestly couldn't remember like what I was planning on this yarn for. Like I really could not remember. But it was on like super sale, so I ended up just buying it. I don't know, and I'll figure out what to do with it. So I got, how many? Oh, I got 5. I don't know what I'm thinking, you guys. I got 5 of, where's the label? Of the Simply Alpaca Twist in an Aran weight. And it's just black and white. And I just thought it was so classy. So this is the label, sorry. Is it gonna focus? The colorway is Alfie and Elena. I think I had just intended on making like a plain like sweater, like raglan or whatever. Or maybe I was thinking about making a cardigan. No, I wouldn't have done that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's really soft and it deserves to be a sweater. So I have 5. I mean, and then these are, how much are they? 246 yards. It's 100 gram hank. So 2 times 5 is 1,000 plus a little bit more. So I have like 1,100, a little bit more yards of an Aran weight. If you know of a sweater, let me know. Actually, you know what? This might be what I work on in January. I'm going to try to do much better planning for next year. And I really say this all the time, but I really, really do want to use up some of my yarn because it's crazy how much yarn I have. It really is. And that's not a brag. Like it's a bit embarrassing. So maybe I'll use this up. It's really soft. So I don't know. I thought this was a really good deal. I got all 5 of these for $27 US for all 5. That seemed like a really good deal. I'm going with it's a good deal. So an Aran weight plain sweater. A free pattern would be amazing. If not, totally get it. But if you have any suggestions, send them my way. I'm thinking maybe like a circular yoke, but a raglan might be, I don't know. Do you think you would see the raglan details with like that? I don't know. So anyway, that's these. And I'm super excited about it. And what else? You know what? I did not even write down anything that I've been reading or watching either. I totally like didn't even prepare very well. But I do know that I have finished. What was I reading the last time? Hold on. Oh, I was reading The Crescent Moon Tea Room by Stacy Savinsky. I did finish that. Super cute. I loved it. And I also finished, oh my gosh. I just finished it. What did I just finish? I don't remember, but I'll pop it up here here or here. But whatever it was super good too. And then right now I'm reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor somebody. And that's really interesting too. I'm enjoying that one a lot. Watching, again, I watch so much TV, like it's just kind of like on in the background a lot. So I am watching a series on Netflix called Atypical. I think it has like 4 seasons. I'm really enjoying it. It's just about an autistic high schooler. Well, he's 18, so it goes through like senior year and then his transition into college and things like that. And his family has like a lot of other drama going on, and it's a really good show. I really like it a lot. And then my husband and I did watch the Netflix movie Unfrosted. It is not a holiday movie, so do not get the wrong impression, as all of my coworkers did when I was talking about it. But it is like a satirical comedy about like the origin of Pop-Tarts. And it's hilarious, and it has like so many famous people in it, like in cameos and stuff. It's awesome. I loved it. I like laughed out loud. So I've been watching that, we did watch that, and then I've been watching just like Christmas movies because I am a total Hallmark fan. And Netflix has like a ton of the Hallmark movies on there. And then plus like they've been having their own movies too. It seems like kind of every streaming service is coming out with their own like holiday movies. So I'm here for it. So I've just been enjoying that too. I think that's it though, you guys. I kept it under 30 minutes. Yay me. I'm going to get this edited really quick. Not that I do too much to it, but I'm going to get all my pictures added in and all of that. And then hopefully I'll get it up tonight. If not, then this video will see you tomorrow on December 1st on the beginning of Advent. I am so excited. If you guys got any Advents or you guys have any plans for like December or gift knits, oh my God, I do love hearing about it. So let me know. And again, if you're not a Vlogmas fan, please don't leave me. Just ignore me for the month of December and then come back and we will meet again in January. All right. That is it. That is it. I hope you all enjoy your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. And I hope you are all doing so well. And we will see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye. You guys, I completely forgot about another finished object I got. I knew I was more productive than I felt like I was talking about. I also finished the cinnamon hat. I think it's called the cinnamon hat. It's a free pattern by Drops Studio. I had talked about it last week that I just had kind of felt called to do it for a patient, and I was trying to get it done by, I think I recorded my video on Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. And I was trying to get it done by Tuesday, and I did. I got it done actually by, I was able to give it to this person on Monday. I will put a picture up right there if it'll fit. It is an amazing pattern and I highly recommend it. I'm totally going to be making more. The construction was not at all like I had suspected it would be. It's a double folded brim, but you like make the brim and then I don't quite, you like then like pick up your cast on edge to like almost like sew it closed, and then you flip it inside out, and then you do a few rows of like 2x2 ribbing, I think it was, which helps like create like a stretch right at the crown, which is like genius. And then you keep knitting, so you end up knitting it inside out, but the way the brim folds, it's all works out, and it's like a great pattern. It's like such a great pattern. I'm totally making more. Like my youngest would like a hat. I'm going to probably make a hat for my husband. Not like now. This might be January knitting too. But it was just a great pattern. If you have not looked at it or ever done it, or just looking for like a plain, easy to knit, easy to follow instructions kind of pattern, it was phenomenal. I will totally be making more of them. So I forgot, and I gave it to the person and they reacted wonderfully and were very thankful for it. So it really warmed my heart, and I'm glad that I did it. But that is all. Okay.